In Champlin, not far from Anoka town, there is a road where it winds around. Upon the side there stands a small hill, and this rich story I shall tell. A miller dwelt there day by day. Like a dancer he was proud and gay. He could crochet, sing, and cook food, drink wine, and belch like a fat dude. Handy he was when it came to work. He thought he could outsmarter the clerk. People were scared of this crabby guy 'cause of his crazy, lazy, cocked eye. He wore with such pride his soft velvet hose. Slim was his face, and turned up was his nose. His swagger was so fresh and so clean. His head was as bald as a lion bean. But do not let this appearance fool thee. He will snatch your flour and iced tea, not to mention the boxes of sweet oatmeal. Sly at that, he accustomed well to steal. I met this leech traveling to Canterbury, needing to find a new source in a hurry, so he could suck all their profits dry. Making bread barely gets someone by. His bride was mail-ordered from a covenant, and it was a wise purchase well spent. Her dirty red clothes make men itch, because this dame was a dirty bitch.
Oh.
With her she had a well-developed child, youthful beauty and gloated hair so wild. At a nearby school, the miller was known. He would grind the grain they grown. One day it happened when they found he stole all the wheat that he had grown. Students Alan and John wanted revenge. It was for their school they must avenge. They surely thought he should die and steal his food till bone dried. They readied their gear for the trip they'd fear. Alan knew they did not need a guide with their trusty steed, the car, by their side.
Grab your crap! I don't need this, it's an old guy. Well, I got the GPS. Let's go. Hey, Mr. Miller, I brought you a sack of flour.
I got you.
How your wife and kids? Your daughter?
Just fine. Why have you come?
We need help with our grinding. Oh, we eating grain.
You can come in. I will show you by the hand if you would like.
The miller planned to snatch their wheat, teaching them only to try a deceit. In place of flour, give them bread. The miller said, even the greatest students is not the wisest man. But the students had their own plan to rob and beat this mean old man. As the two sifted and worked meal, out the door the miller went to steal. He took their keys to their car, the steed, in hopes to find things he may need. When he returned, he said their ride was gone. Students ran to find what had foregone. While out he replaced their hard work, like some mean lying greedy jerk, they ran down the street so fast to find their car at last.
He stole my iPod and my sunglasses. If we don't kill him, it'll be our asses. We will stay the night and give give the old man what he deserves. What about my car? Just park it around the corner for a quick getaway.
They acted dumb for a place to stay. The miller made them give a small pay. He gave them a bed near to his own, with his daughter in the same room, alone. As the house grows quiet from sleep, Alan and John plotting to creep. Alan rises and crosses to the girl's bed. She raises her blonde little head.
This is my spot.
Join me.
John ran to find the cradle by the bed and hid to kill the miller dead. The wife woke up in the night and had to piss. While she returned, the cradle she did miss. She hopped into the bed, only to discover a nice young man under her covers, and she laid with him all the night, and both thought it felt quite right. Once dawn cracked, Alan had run to slay. After having his fill of the daughter he did lay. Alan runs down the hall to kill the lying Reeve, but jumps on John and the wife, who conceived. In his mistake the miller wakes in a fury, trying to slay the young men in a fury. But in a panic the wife does try to club the lads, but accidentally hits her husband man. The two flee without a scratch on them, as the miller lay beaten and condemned. His wife is taken, also his daughter sweet. Thus it befalls a miller who's a cheat, and therefore is proverb said with truth, an evil end to an evil man, forsooth. A cheater shall himself well cheated be, and God, who sits high in majesty, save all this company, both strong and frail. Thus I have paid this miller with my tale.